What?
Hey there, everybody. It's another episode of Does It Bite? I'm Stephanie Fox here with Michael Askew. How are you, Michael?
You know, just killing every day.
I know. Yeah. And now that the weather's warm, man, the bugs are coming out in droves, aren't they?
We're really busy right now. Really busy.
Today I want to talk about spiders. Spiders don't all bite, but it seems like we're all afraid of spiders.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about spiders and sort of what are some of the common things you see in our area?
Yeah, so spiders, like we say before, anything with a mouth can bite.
Okay.
So, just because some spiders choose not to, doesn't mean that they won't.
Okay.
So we always want to be careful when we deal with spiders. And the biggest thing is arachnophobia. People cannot stand
And
spiders.
If you have a spider problem, I can go kill a spider. My 21-year-old son, he cannot be in a room with a spider.
Yeah, we kind of messed up one time and hired a guy. And he didn't tell us this, but we hired a guy and great interview, awesome guy. We went and did a treatment for bed bugs, but there was a spider in the room and he would not enter the room.
Isn't that crazy?
I said, do you not know who you're working for? He said, well, I'm just afraid of spiders. I was like,
how do you end up being a pest control technician and not dealing with spiders?
A great personality and, just not going to interview at the park.
But you know what? Sometimes that's not enough, is it?
Yeah. So, let's just say that he doesn't work here no more. So.
But spiders, so have you seen some pretty creepy stuff?
Oh, yes. I remember one time in New Mexico, I was doing a termite treatment, and there was a wolf spider on the porch.
Okay, now tell us, what is a wolf spider? Is it dangerous? Is he big? Is he small?
Okay, so a wolf spider is very common. It's the most common spider that we have
in
West Texas and eastern New Mexico. They are what we consider a good spider.
Okay.
Because they eat a lot of pests. They eat a lot of bugs in your gardens, around your house, and things like that. And they can vary in size. So we've seen, wolf spiders small as a pea. And the wolf spider that I saw in New Mexico, that one's about as big as my hand.
Wow.
We were treating for termites, and this wolf spider he was like that big. And we were like, okay.
No, really, he's that
Yeah, that big.
He's that big.
Yeah, that big.
Seriously, like tarantula big.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was kind of in the way because we needed to drill in that area. And so I went to the truck and got one of our Insta-Kill aerosol cans, and I sprayed it. And I sprayed it. And I sprayed it.
Oh my gosh.
It stood there, and then it flipped over and curled up. I'm like, cool. And then it exploded.
Like
exploded.
Have you ever seen anything like that?
Never saw it before. I was like,
do you think
that was really cool.
You think that was overkill? You get it?
Yep, sure was. Yeah, it was awesome. It was the coolest thing I've ever seen. So
that's awesome.
Really
I
cool.
wish you'd have gotten some video for us. That would have been fantastic.
Well, I don't want to date myself, but that was
before video, before
the
phone
cell
video.
phone times. I'm not that old. I just.
So that's a good spider. What are some other good spiders, and how do you sort of identify those versus the more dangerous spiders?
One of the most amazing spiders that's out there had a story written about it. And I guess
is it Charlotte's Web?
It's Charlotte's Web. She was an orb weaver.
Okay.
So those are the big spiders, probably about that big.
Yeah.
And they build the beautiful webs. Now, they are considered a good spider because they help with pest population in your home. A lot of people don't want us to kill them because they are beautiful. They build these beautiful webs. I remember one time my wife and I and my kids went to Dallas and we ate at a restaurant and we sat there and watched an orb weaver build her web.
Inside the restaurant?
Well, just outside.
Oh, okay.
Just outside. And she built her web and literally watched her do it.
That's
and
cool.
Going around and around and around, and the girls want to take pictures with it and things like that. But they are a beneficial spider.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't want us to kill them, and we'll try our best not to put a pesticide down to where the orb weaver can get to it. That's a really good pest. Of course, the wolf spider. The wolf spider can be scary looking, but it's a very good pest, especially here in West Texas.
And if you spray enough spray on them, they explode.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty cool. If you want to get that close and personal with them, yeah, it's pretty cool. But we also have some dangerous spiders, like you asked me. Two of the most common dangerous spiders that we have in West Texas is the black widow and the brown recluse.
Yes.
The brown recluse. I've had a customer that when I first started BuckTech, she called and they wanted us to come out and take care of a brown recluse problem in their home. Well, they had multiple brown recluse,
that's
more
so
like
dangerous.
Hundreds of brown recluse in their home.
So like you could see them, because a lot of times I'm sure you get calls and they've seen a spider, they don't know what it is. You go out there, you can't find it. But like, what were you seeing when you went out there?
We were seeing multiple ones. So what we were doing, we were sending glue traps out to kind of figure out what's going on, because spiders are hunters. They're these type of spiders.
Okay.
You know, the brown recluse, the wood spider are hunters. They're going to go out and look for their food.
And they eat like other small bugs.
Right, other pests and things like that. So we use glue traps to kind of figure out what the number of pests that we're dealing with. And I will go out there and I will have my whole glue board filled with nothing but brown recluse spiders.
Oh my gosh.
So it took us a little while to get control. Because spiders are so difficult to kill. So we happened to go out there multiple times, a reoccurring service. They signed up for BT Armor, so we were able to keep going out there over and over and over again until we finally got it to where they're like, Michael, we haven't seen one since the last time you were here.
So is it kind of like ants where you have to find the nest or the source?
No.
How does that work with spiders?
Yeah, so a lot of spiders are solitary.
Oh,
So
I didn't know that.
They are by themselves. They like to be by themselves. They don't want to be around any other predatory spider like that. They want to be alone. They are hunters. They want to go by themselves.
Okay.
And so when we deal with something like that, and with the infestation like that, that means that it's been like that for a while. And they had just moved into this house, so there was probably no pest control being done. The owners didn't really care what was going on. The house might have been vacant for a long time.
Okay.
So we're just dealing with the numbers now.
Wow.
The numbers now. So of course they're having babies and things like that. As long as there's a food source there, they're going to stay there.
Wow.
So when pest control comes around, we'll start taking out their food source. We'll start taking out their food source and then eventually taking them out.
So brown recluse spiders are their bites can be very, very dangerous.
Right.
Can you talk about that a little bit?
Right. Disclaimer, not a medical doctor.
Yes.
So-
But you play one on TV?
Yeah, I do.
That was another joke. All right.
So they can injure a person very severely.
Yeah.
We've had one customer who got bit on the thigh by a brown recluse, and it's literally started eating the flesh.
Oh.
And they had to go into the doctor, get it cleaned out. It had to heal from the inside out.
Oh.
Things like that. So the venom of the brown recluse is very dangerous. So is the black widow.
Okay.
The black widow's venom is also very dangerous. Now, the black widow is a little bit different than the brown recluse, because the brown recluse will go out and hunt for their food.
Okay.
A black widow waits for her food to come to her.
And is a black widow always a female?
There usually are. So the black widow, you could tell by the red stripe on her back.
Okay.
The little hourglass looking thing.
Okay.
Now there's the male widow.
Right.
And then there's also the brown widow.
Okay.
But most commonly here we have the black widow.
Okay.
And most of the ones that you see are the female
Okay.
widow. Now, she is what we call an ambush predator. So brown recluse is a hunter, she's an ambush. So she'll just hang out in one spot. She'll weave her web. It's very sticky web, and it's not like as pretty as an orb weaver,
Right.
but it's kind of like messy. And she'll just sit there and wait. And a bug will come up, get stuck, and she'll just ambush it. So a lot of times where we see black widows is in places that don't move.
Okay.
So if you have a lawnmower in your garage, a wood pile, anything that just doesn't move, is usually a really good place for a black widow to hang out.
Wow. Now, are spiders seasonal or are they year round?
Yeah, spiders are definitely year round.
Okay.
We see them all year long. And that's because most of the spiders that we see are inside the house. And your house is usually 65 to 75 degrees, which is an optimal place for pests to be. And if there's pests, there's always spiders because they eat those pests.
Yeah.
So they are year round.
So they're like a double-edged sword, aren't they? Like
They
nobody
are.
wants even a good spider.
Yeah.
But knowing that there are some beneficial, it's a thing.
That's a good word, beneficial.
Yeah,
because,
beneficial bugs.
Yeah, and they really help out. You know, they help us out with pest control. They
Yeah.
help you out with pest control in your house. But people have that arachnophobia that can't even deal with seeing a spider.
Well, I'm glad you're brave and bold enough to tackle those on our behalf.
Oh, yeah, I got your back. That's what I do.
I know you do. Thanks, Michael. Well, that's another episode of Does It Bite? If you suspect spiders or have seen spiders in your house, you better call Bug Tech. Michael can take care of you, and we'll see you next time.